Hello, this is Corey with Audi of Colorado Springs, and today I'll be sharing with you a brief walk-around video of the Audi TT RS. So this is a rare treat. We actually haven't had a TT RS since I've been here this year, and we just got this one, which is actually a 2018 model year, although they remain largely unchanged into the 2020 model year. So I suspect if you're looking at a 2019 or a 2020, you won't notice too much difference. This particular model has just 7,000 miles on the odometer. It's actually a Canadian spec vehicle. I don't believe there's any major differences between the Canadian and US market cars. Let's go ahead and open up the hood. We'll start with that. That's, to me, the most exciting part of this vehicle. Back in the day, just about any Audi you purchased came with a 5-cylinder engine, and they started to go away from that in the 90s, going to V6s and V8s and things of that nature, but starting about 2012, they brought back the 5-cylinder in the earlier TT RS, and here it is again in the current model. This one produces just under 400 horsepower, 394 if memory serves me correct. And boy, does it make an exciting engine note. There's really nothing quite else out there that sounds like the 5-cylinder. It's got this great sort of warbling exhaust note. So really exciting power plant. And to me, that's the best part about this car. I mean, it absolutely makes it what it is. So. Apologize, I actually didn't prepare as much as I would have liked for this video. I don't recall the color of this. It's actually more of an orange than a red, although some people think of it as red. The camera's probably not picking it up, but there is a distinct color difference between the exterior finish and those big red RS brake calipers. Those are 8-pot calipers up front, if I'm not mistaken. They look identical to the ones in my RS6, and those were 8 pots. Got these large 20-inch wheels, and those are shod in Pirelli summer tires. We've got the traditional TT aluminum race style fuel filler, which is capless. Got those 2 big RS oval exhaust tips, which is signature of any Audi RS model. Got LED tail lights. This one has, I believe this has the black optic package, so a lot of the accent pieces, instead of being the traditional, what they call alu optic finish, is all blacked out, including the mirror caps. In case you're wondering about practicality, we'll go ahead and try to open the lift gate here. So it is a hatchback, so it is pretty practical. We've got this removable parcel cover here, and then split folding rear seats. So you can actually get quite a bit of stuff into this little coupe, which is great. And then of course we got our cargo tie down and our floor mats and all that good stuff back here. Ooh, this takes a lot more effort than I thought. Not as easy to do with one hand as I originally thought it would be. So looking at the inside here, we have the fine Napa leather seating with the diamond stitching. It's a really nice accents here. The stitching actually matches the exterior color. We've got our full adjustment of everything on here, including adjustable pneumatic bolsters, adjustable thigh support. Go ahead and climb inside. So Audi debuted their virtual cockpit, which is now regarded as the best in the business with the TT. Got the pretty exciting engine start button on the steering wheel. Don't see that on any of our other models, besides I think the R8. Got that nice little bark at startup, and well, hopefully my camera's not being too shaky here, but you can see the virtual cockpit replaces all the traditional gauges with this full digital display. So it's fully customizable to the user. Get it exactly how you like. all the climate control is actually handled right here with these knobs, so it really cleans everything up. You don't have you know, a whole extra panel there, and unlike most of the other Audis, there isn't a secondary screen. Everything is done right here, which I actually kind of prefer to the alternative. Here all of the MMI controls can be found, so that you can get into some of the more detailed maps and menus in the MMI system. And then we've got our electronic parking brake, pretty straightforward shifter, park reverse neutral drive, manual mode. Got a little compartment in there with some aux inputs. And in our center console, we've got our itty bitty, very Germanic cup holder, and another one here, which looks like it would work just fine. Looks like we've got a 12-volt socket in there, and then a few little coin holders as well. So, fairly minimalist, but still gets it done. Got a pretty small glove box as well. But really the most exciting thing about this car is how it drives. So I'm going to pause this for a moment and then get it out on the road. All right, let's get it out on the road. I'm not going to go too crazy here because I would like to maintain my driver's license, but let's put it in manual. Actually, no, let's leave it in auto because I have to hold the camera. We're going to go to drive select, pick the most exciting mode, which is of course dynamic, and then see if we can't turn up the exhaust note a little bit here. Sport, there we go. All right, let's give you a taste for what that 5-cylinder sounds like. In dynamic mode with the transmission in sport, it holds the shifts for longer, so you'll notice it. If you're trying to drive it like a regular car, the RPMs will continue to climb until you get to a certain speed, and then it will change gear. So if you're expecting it to go in the most efficient mode, that's not going to work. You have to put it in auto, not dynamic. All right, here we go. Little bark on the upshifts. I'm putting the windows up now so that the wind noise doesn't overwhelm my voice. And I'm just going for a little spin around the block here. Step on those 8-piston brakes. Oh goodness. Yeah, that'll rearrange your internal organs. Like any great modern sports car, once you put it into comfort mode or auto mode, it becomes this completely docile, everyday drivable car. It doesn't have to be your weekend car. I mean, for the considering the running costs of something like this, I would probably maintain it as a weekend car. You don't want to be replacing tires and brakes and things of that nature regularly on a car like this just because of the expense, but just know that if your pockets are deep enough, you certainly could drive it every single day. Well, I think that about wraps it up on my TT RS review. I thank you for watching if you made it this far. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death. And take a look at some of my other review videos. Have a great one.